Well, I may not know where we're live streaming to, but it says we're live streaming.
So you're out there. Welcome. We don't know where you are, but welcome. We're having
Wherever
technical
in this world of
our normal technical difficulties, like always. Just about time we think we got it ironed out, somebody throws a wrinkle in our plan.
find out that we don't have. Man. And there goes that again.
Hmm.
So
It streamed 1 minute ago. So it's was doing something.
okay. So
Clicked
we
out,
did
clicked back in. So
we
yours
might
still
have
says
it.
13 days. Let me see. Come on. Update. Refresh, maybe. That'll do. Let me try. Refresh. Bank on Purpose live on yours. Look at there. We're hot. I think
Nice.
it says live. I'm not showing anything. I'm just showing, I'm not showing our video though. Just sees my ugly face and your Bank on Purpose picture. So I'm not sure what that is. No, if I click on it and open it up, let's see what we got.
So you're Bank on Purpose. This is
All right,
one
look at there.
difficulty after another here today.
Let me mute that bugger. Mute that one. Here's yours and mine. We're hot. Look at that. I got both of them muted. It says we're live. Look at there.
Sweet.
We in business. We're only 14 minutes late, but we in business.
Well, technical difficulties, people.
So, yeah.
Seem to be too much.
We're gonna figure out some way to get this thing a one button proof one at some point.
At some point, although I thought we had it, honestly.
Yeah.
Just actually getting it there versus thinking about getting it there, I guess.
I guess. I wish there was a way we could put a title on the video, but is what it is. That's what Zoom gives us.
What's that, Bill?
It'd be nice if we could put something on the screen like a title or something, but it's all right. Not a problem. Work on one thing at a time. Let's make it work first. We'll pretty it up later. Let's see.
This podcast. What we do.
All right, anybody who's out there in the podcast land, we're gonna crank this girl up. We finally got almost working, I think. Sorry we're late, but technical difficulties have been our norm lately, seems like. Let's see. This is the Bank on Purpose podcast with Bill and Jody. Our tagline is
where we help you align your money
with
your purpose.
Absolutely. And we're going to teach people how to partner using your retirement accounts, SDIRAs, and solo 401ks to safely grow your retirement through real estate. So,
well, today's a real powerful one. It's how to partner using your retirement accounts to do bigger real estate deals, even if you don't have a lot saved.
absolutely. So, I want to start that first one there.
Yeah, that's so. What does partnering on deals mean, Bill?
Well, it means we're going to work together, and someone else is going to fund the deal. We're going to you bring your IRA and 401k money, and someone else brings in theirs, and then you both share in the profits, and we put a deal together, and everybody is gets to make some money.
Nice. So, I guess, sorry, I lost my train of thought, man.
Can we partner with a friend or a family member there, Jody?
Yes, but there are some rules. You can't partner with your spouse, your parents, your kids, or their companies. But friends and other investors, of course. So basically, the arm's length rule applies. Now you can still partner on somebody else's deal with those people or their 401ks and stuff, but you can't partner in their deals and vice versa. Why would we want to partner our retirement money with somebody else, Bill?
Well, you don't might not have to have all your money together. You might have just a smaller portion. So you can have a couple of people might bring in 20K a piece, and then you can buy something that's worth 40. So you can put something together and own half of it each. And all the paperwork goes through the title company, obviously. And that way, you have a piece of it. Both of you, everybody has a piece of it. So it works out that way.
So,
So that kind of goes along with like the next one there was like we're talking about how you would profit the split. So if you had, like I said, if you had somebody brought in some and somebody brought in 60 and 40%, then that would own obviously that percentage of the deal. So that way you don't have to have giant pockets. You just have to have normal pockets. So
nice. So with those family member deals, those arm's length ones that you partner on, that 40 and 60 applies there, right? So if you put 40% in, you get 40% of the profits. They put 60 in, they get 60% of the profits. So it's got to coincide. If you're partnering on like your accounts with their accounts, not in their deal and not in your deal, in somebody else's deal, but you partner to take down the deal basically.
right. So yeah, it's just like if you bought 20% of anything, you're going to own 20% of it, regardless of however you put it together. But yeah, you have to keep arm's length. You have to keep the right type of connections. You can't invest where it's not legal. So as long as you put it in a normal investment, you're going to get your percentage of however we put it together when we put it together.
Yes.
The investor would get some, the money people bring some. It just depends on how it all goes together.
Yeah.
Every deal is a little bit different.
Absolutely. I like to point out there too is when it isn't one of them arm's length deals that you're in, that you if you partner on it, let's say, well, like me and you right now, we're friends, but we're not partners in any ways or in any businesses. And so if we went in on a partnership and we decided, I may have the money, but you're going to put in the money and you're going to, because you found the deal, you're taking the lion's share, you're taking 60 and I'm taking 40 and you only put in the 40% and I put in 60%. That's perfectly fine if it's one of those deals that's arm's length deals like that. So basically you're not breaking any rules at changing up the percentages because it's not a prohibited family member or something like that you're partnering with.
Well, as you said, if I only put in 40%, I couldn't put 40% in if it's my deal, unless I was completely hands off of it. Actually, it can as long as you're hands off completely. So if somebody else is doing all the work, and I have it completely outsourced to my contractors and everything like that, as long as I don't have hands in the project, I can't go mow the yard, I can't paint the house, I can't do anything related to the house. But as long as it's completely outsourced, I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, which I was basically meaning in the sense that you went out and you did all the work to source the deal, even if it was somebody else's deal, and that's why you were taking the lion's share. But yeah, that's pretty much the same thing as you. If it's a prohibited person in that transaction, then the split's got to stay the same no matter what. So you put 40% in, they put 40% in. Let's say my dad, for instance, I partnered with him on a deal that you found, Bill. And so dad's got 40% of the money. I've got 60% of the money. To partner with him on a deal, I've got to keep mine at 60. He's got to keep his at 40 or vice versa. So because it would be a prohibited transaction normally, but we can partner on any deals together. It's just the percentage then has to stay the same to what you put in with that prohibited partner.
Right. And if you was sharing it, so you can also, doesn't have to, you don't have to have, so if we're bringing something together, say, but like you said, I found the deal. I might get 20% just because I found the deal, where you're funding the other 80% with your 100% of the 80%.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
You're funding it, but I'm still part of the deal because, that's just, different parts of the deal come together.
Yeah. Second.
So
So
what kind of deals? Go ahead.
go ahead.
So what kind of deals can we partner on?
Well, we can partner on any deals except for our own, of course. And like you were saying, that you've got to, even on doing one of our own deals or something like that, you've got to have, you can't have any, you can't touch it in any way. You can't even mow the lawn. There, especially playing with your retirement accounts that way. So, basically, as long as it's done right, and there's two different accounts, so they co-invest, but no mixing personal funds. So basically,
Absolutely.
what kind of, oh, so yeah, basically the kinds of deals, rental houses, flips, lending money, land, as long as it's a legit investment. Um, how does that help me grow my retirement faster, Bill?
Because real estate makes way more than your normal IRA stock market would. So when you partner, you can invest in these kind of deals, and stock market is probably only doing 3 or 4% sometimes, and who knows when it's going to go up and go down. So over a period of time, it's going to be a lower number because you have the highs, you have the lows, and it all evens out. But real estate is pretty much when you make the deal, you're making a deal at a certain percentage, unless something really goes crazy. Even then, you have insurance to back it up. So you're almost always going to make the percentage. If you say you're going to make 12%, you're going to make probably at least that every time, because that's the way you wrote your numbers. So even if you don't keep it rented, you're gonna get it another. That's why we have 2 or 3 types of exit plans, so that no matter what, we're gonna make that thing cash flow. So we always have your money covered.
Yes. So what kind of documents do we need, Bill?
We need an operating agreement, a joint venture, or something to say that we are partners or semi-partners together. You need a promissory note, could make it as like a mortgage, and custodian forms where you're going to have say that who does what and how many, and all the things of who owns what type thing. And there's a few more forms that we also throw in there, but these are your basics. So do I need a lot of money to start partnering there, Jody?
No, man. In fact, you can start with the shoot as little as 5,000, 10,000, 20, whatever you've got. Partnering actually lets you do more with less. And I don't know if you've heard any about fractional lately and whatnot, but it's a going thing. And that's where the $5,000 partnerships usually come is in like fractional settings. And of course, you can do fractional investing with your retirement accounts. Again, you just want to make sure that you're not partnering with the wrong people in the wrong ways when you do that. But most of the time, that won't be an issue.
I don't think we've gone over fractioning in this type thing. It's a company that manages they do all the hard work of dividing everything up, so that you have these people have become part of a LLC that the fractional company puts together, and they do all the work of dividing it out and making sure that all the tax stuff is appropriate. That's a topic we need to have at some point on this podcast, where we break that out a little more.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of information to go with that. And it's pretty new. It's pretty cool on how they're doing it. So yeah, I think we definitely need to add that to our list of podcasts.
Yeah. So we have this sounds pretty exciting. And what do you want? What are we going to actually do about it?
Well, we've got something special for you. We're hosting a 2-day event in Dallas called Bank on Purpose at the end of October, October 25th and 26th. We'll walk you through how to use your 401k and your IRA in real estate. Of course, the most important part, how to protect your money, how to earn passive income, and how to safely partner on deals with us and others.
Okay. DM us the word event and we'll send you just the details.
Again, people, this is the Bank on Purpose podcast where you don't have to work harder. You just have to make your money work smarter.
We'll show you how right on here on Bank on Purpose podcast.
Sweet. Y'all have a great one. And next week, we're going to be talking about private lending 101, how to be the bank.
Okay. We'll see you next time, people.
See y'all next time.